Okay, so now we're going to look at part 4 on here. There's the part 4, which is the initial cost. We want to find out we're going to buy these things so we can resell them. In my case, candy bars. So notice the quantity you will purchase. Now it tells you this in here. But we look over, and since this one was 33% market share for Milky Way, I'm going to buy 33 of them. Oops, can't see that. Snickers is 38%, and then 29% for the last one. We're only going to do one of these together. Okay. Now it says the quantity you'll purchase. Here's the cost. We want to do 33 times whatever our cost is for each one. So how do you find the cost? Well, maybe we go to Google, and I've already done this a little bit, but you hit Buy Milky Way, right? Now that's one I did. Amazon's a great site too. Now down here, we'll click here. This one looks good. It says compare prices, so maybe we can do that. And it happens to pull up a different screen. So we're looking to find the price. Now the price is going to be a negative number because it's coming out of our pocket, right? So if it was positive, it would mean it was coming in. And boy, this sure is taking a long time to load. Well, maybe we'll just have to be done with that. But here's what I found. Go ahead and maybe now's a good time to do it yourself. Is I found that it cost $1. Okay. Now that was one way of doing the cost. I'm sure there's sites that are cheaper, but let's just pretend that it's $1, which is actually what I found. It seems kind of expensive though. So our total product cost, 33 times 1, is $33. That was easy. Now let's say I do Snickers and I find I can get those for 75 cents. Now that one's a cheaper price, right? And who knows why they're cheaper, but they are. So what am I going to do is I'm going to do 33, I should pump this up, or excuse me, 38 times 0.75. If I do that, I get $28.50. Now, of course, once you find all three, you have to find the total cost, right? So that's part 4. We're going to flip over to part 5. Now, again, we have our product name, Milky Way, Snickers, Three Musketeers. Okay. The exact price is the one that we just found, but we're going to do something else with it. So, for example, for Milky Way, it was going to cost us $33. Let me see. Is that what it was? Yep, 33. There it is. So at $33 is our cost. Okay. It says determine the price. Oh, I'm sorry. The price for each product. Man, I just did that wrong. Hope you didn't lead you too wrong. Our price was $1 for the Milky Ways. The Snickers was only 75 cents. Now what we're going to do for each of these is find the exact price by timesing by $1.10. Okay. Can't see what I'm doing down there. So we have $1 times $1.10. I think we just get $1.10 for that one. And if we round it, we get $1.10 still. What about the 0.75? We're going to do the same thing, still times by 1.10. Remember, these are still negatives. I keep forgetting that. Well, actually, the price is a negative, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Equals 0.825. So that's 82.5 cents. So we're going to round it to 0.83. We want to sell it for a little bit more, 83 cents. And we'll do the same with Three Musketeers. So you're finding the amount you're going to sell it for. So we bought the Milky Ways for $1, but we're going to sell it for $1.10. So that means every time you sell a Milky Way, you're going to get a little profit. Number 6 says find the range. Remember, that's the biggest minus the smallest. So you'll have to do all three. I haven't done my Three Musketeers, so I can't quite tell. And last but not least, over here it says determining revenue. So we have Three Musketeers. Oh, man, that wasn't first. It was Milky Way was first, wasn't it? Our rounded price was $1.10 from the other side. Our quantity is 33. So we'll do 33 times 1.10. There we are. And I get $36.30. Okay? So this is finding the revenue, how much we're going to make. Now, we haven't subtracted how much we're going to spend yet, but we found some money that we're going to make. Okay? And then, of course, you'll add all those up as well. So that'll get you through part 7, at least. Part 8 says we want to look at the competition. Okay? That one's a little bit more difficult, I guess, because you have to do some research. You have to find 8 different prices for one of your products. So you pick one. So I'm going to pick Snickers. Right? I'm going to find 8 different Snicker prices. Now, they can be some of the same. Say I go to Amazon, and Amazon is $1. And then I go to that other one I had just a second ago, and that one's $1.10. And I go to a third website, and that's also $1. That's okay. You can have multiples. That's going to help your mode, right, and help you find a mode. So good. Hopefully that gives you a little heads up on this.